Welcome to our talk show. As usual, it's one that is already sponsored by S King brand, a fashion house that really has dressed me like the way I am today. And just know, my dear viewers, that I'm looking too smart, and all thanks goes to that brand. And if you want to do the same and look the way I am, just contact them and they will never disappoint you. So as usual, I'm your host Naya Rosalia, a student at Uganda Metals University pursuing her law program. Thank you. And today, don't forget, the issue is whenever you watch this video and you feel interested in it, please don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends so that they can also get motivated, learn from this video. And today we're going to talk about mostly relationship, and tonight we're going to have one dignified personnel, and that is none other than the CEO of Saga TV with us, and his name is none other than Mr. Moses Sakondo. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Moses, for honoring us this your precious time and really coming to this show. And really, my question to you is that how do you really define relationship?
Right. Oh, thank you. I think that's a nice question, but you need to look at me. I look at relationship like what we call in marketing product life cycle. A product life cycle. Actually, a product has a life cycle starting from introductory stage. We have growth, we have maturity, and we have decline. So what for you are talking about is about decline. That someone has tried something, he has gone through all the stages, they are not working, and then the marriage comes to an end. But there are very many things that actually contribute to us to collapse of relationships or even marriage or whatever you call it. But you need to look at one thing. The first thing is people do not take a lot of time in courtship to understand one another. So you cannot get a partner today, after 1 month you're already in arrangement for marriage. And I must make this clear that please, love or relationship is not sex. People must differentiate the two. The other one is just a subset of relationship or love. So what people need to understand is you must give enough time to understand the other person that you are connected to know what they believe in, to know their behavior, to know their culture, to know where they are coming from. We are coming from different families, and you are going to have conflicting ideas in your family, in your relationship. So it is very important to go through that stage of courtship and understand everything. And when we are in courtship, someone must know that please, you don't have to hide anything. If you are someone like me who eats a lot, it's very important to show your partner that yes, you eat a lot, so that she comes into a relationship knowing that this man will eat a lot and I have to cook a lot of food. So that is it. Nothing you should hide in your courtship. One of the reasons why most relationships fail is what? Not giving enough time for what? For courtship. But again, we say stick water. Water that is stuck is stinging. So a relationship that goes for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, it is no longer a relationship. It is something else. Of course, you start someone for a given time. Just by talking to them, by engaging them, you are able to know who they are, what they want, and then you will be able to what? To actually move with this person to another stage. But if you continue wasting time for days and years and so on, and you're not married, just know you are in a bogus relationship. Then the second thing is communication. Most people don't know how to communicate. So there are very many relationships that break up because of what? Communication. Simple thing, another partner does not brush to go to bed. Then the other one brushes to go to bed. But you don't feel well because the other person didn't brush. So you end up sleeping, the other one is facing the other side, and the other person is facing the other side. Simple thing could have been communicate to the person in the right way that please, let's go and brush. And it will be normal and things will move on well. Communication, failure to communicate. But with the technology now, I must emphasize this. There is a difference between nonsense and communication. What is necessary in a relationship is regular communication. Good morning and good evening is very important. When you wake up in the morning, you need to check on your partner. And when you are going to bed, you must check on partner to know what happened during the day. But this overtakes thing. So when I start blue-ticking you, because I'm a human being, I have to go to work and I have to hustle. So if I start blue-ticking you during the day, I am in a meeting and maybe I'm doing something else. So this over talking on WhatsApp and Facebook the whole day is not communication. We are saying regular communication and effective communication. Communication is one of the reasons why relationships fail in our society. Another one is families. Now when you go to another level of marriage, for example, you must protect your wife. And you, the wife, must also protect the what? The husband. You know, when you bring a woman into your family, she is a stranger to that family you're bringing her in. So if there is any problem between her and your family, it is you who is supposed to defend her. So the woman comes in, she tells you what the problem is, you go to your family, investigate and know where the problem is and address the problem. Don't allow your woman to cross over you to attack your family, or don't allow your family to cross and attack your wife. So one of the challenges we have today is that families poke their nose into relationship. I have to just define what marriage is, especially when we are talking about marriage. Marriage is a voluntary union between two people, with the exception of others. Even children are just bonus. So people marry, it is a voluntary union. So you don't marry the mother, you don't marry the brothers of the man or the brothers of the woman. You marry the woman and the woman marries you. So everything between you must be addressed by the two of you. So if it is involving the family, don't allow your families to take charge of your affairs. For example, many men, why they fail is that they want to listen more to their mothers, to their parents and so on. Every decision he has to go for consultation to his mother. Even the Bible says it, that for that reason, man and woman shall leave their parents and the two shall become one flesh. So these two has become now what? One flesh. They must start their own life together. They must make their own decisions. Family becomes another factor in what? In failing relationships. I think the third one, the fourth one I can conclude on, because there are very many things. The fourth one is what? Especially for our sisters now. They are imitating wrong people. You see, when you go on social media, you will see different personalities. What they do on social media is not what they are in real life. Who can tell you people that what you watch on TV, what you watch in these videos, is not what these celebrities do? They spend a lot of money in the production. Now after that they go and hustle. But most of our sisters, what they watch on TV, if they are following a personality like there is this Ugandan female model, I've forgotten her name. But once you are following any personality that you admire, don't imitate to be like that person, aspire to be like that person, but you must work. So most of the things is that people copy what they see on TV, copy what they see on social media, and they think that is what it is. No, face reality. Life is not about what you watch, but face the reality. Thank you.
Yeah, having told us really a lot about relationship and advices to the general youths out there. So I want to ask you one final question, that really, what is your advice to the youths out there?
Okay, thank you very much. I think I want to talk about three things as I conclude. One is that we need to look at the concoction that most young people have in their minds, and that is failing them to get married. Some people have a human being who is not existing. I need American height, 6 packs. No, you must face reality. You need Ugandan men with their height and with their beards, not American height. We are not in America if you want to get married. But if you don't want to get married, continue looking for that human being you have formed in your mind who is not existing. The second thing is, please, if you want to marry, be happily married. And if you want to be single, be happily single. There is nothing like happily married and miserably single. So whatever status you have chosen, choose it, and you must make sure that you have a peace of mind in what you're doing, or else you are going to have a lot of issues. Please, that is my advice to the young people. But what I can tell you is that don't jump into a relationship. Society should not force you to to get married, and that is very common with our young people today. Ladies, especially when they reach 24 and they see every member of their peer is getting married in the society, then they start wondering, oh, what is going on with me. The community members start talking about you, and you feel like, oh, I am out of place. Please don't rush into marriage. Go to marriage when you are ready for marriage. Go to, if you want to be single when you are happy. So that's what I can say, and thank you so much for having me, and I encourage people to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and be glad to be back with you here on the show.
Thank you very much for also encouraging our viewers out there to really subscribe. As usual, don't forget to subscribe if you really want to keep in touch and watch this amazing news or information that we always bring to you, for I know it adds something onto you. And really, Mr. Moses Sakondo, we are really glad to be with you, and thank you so much for sparing your precious time and coming to advise the youth out there. I know one thing for real is that they have understood whatever you have said, and please, my fellow youths out there, don't forget, do not go into marriage just because society is forcing you into doing it. And Mr. Moses, please, thank you very much for honoring us this ample time and coming for Aisha. And please don't forget, we are always sponsored by S King Brand. Not forgetting, I'm your host as always, Naye Rosalia. Thank you.